Mihai Stein from our I24 News Hebrew channel. He spoke with IAEA Director Rafael Grossi about the threat of Iran's nuclear capabilities and how the IAEA can keep it in check. Here's part of that interview.
Well, what I'm telling them is that they should allow us to do what we want to do, so we can dispel all of these doubts. They assure me eloquently, and as you know, I am in a constant dialogue, especially with the foreign minister, Dr. Arakci, whom I just saw in Cairo just a few days ago, that they have nothing to have. Well, if this is the case, then they should allow us to do our job and to get as much access as we can. So these affirmations, and I don't put them in doubt, I simply say, frankly speaking, conversation with the IAEA goes hand by hand with inspections. It's a heavy responsibility on our shoulders, which we assume with great responsibility, with a great sense of responsibility. But please do not believe that we are naive, because if we continue to engage, it is not because we ignore the fallacies, because we ignore the shortcomings in the answers that we are getting. It's simply because we are in this iterative process, we can demonstrate why these things are not correct and what needs to be shown and what needs to be seen.
Still with me in studio, Yaakov Lapin and Dan Perry. Dan, what do you make of what's happening at the IAEA meeting? Grossi says that there's no connection between this resolution on Iran's nuclear noncompliance and the nuclear talks between Washington and Tehran. Is this some sort of posturing from the IAEA? Are they truly trying to crack down on Iran, or does it make a difference?
Well, if the coming Iran agreement is to have wide public support, it has to rest on the idea that the IAEA is serious about inspections and verification, and there's no alternative. It has to be this organization that plays that role by and large. So they're positioning themselves for this, and I have to think, given what I'm hearing, that they believe a deal might come. The main question is what was really going on between 2015, when Obama and the other powers signed the JCPOA, and 2018, when Trump walked away from it. The only logical argument for walking away from it, which I and many others thought was a terrible mistake, was that verification wasn't real, the inspectors were being blocked, and Iran was able to fool the IAEA. I want to hear them come out clearly and state, was that true or was it untrue? In the past, they kind of denied it, but not terribly convincingly. Verification is going to be the issue here, because Trump can't just reprise the old deal and claim it's better and expect serious people to believe it. There's going to have to be some visible improvement of the inspection regime and the verification mechanisms that would enable him to claim this is a better deal, and indeed that would enable all of us to sleep more soundly in our beds. He sounds extremely determined to play his role in good faith and with maximal determination to prevent Iran from enriching at a weaponizable level, and that's a piece in the puzzle. It's fairly reassuring. I'm still disappointed that the U.S. is not using its current position of leverage against Iran to demand more, like the disarming of Hezbollah, like an end to support for the Houthis and the crazy Shiite militias in Iraq, and more.